morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Monday, October 7th. Our top stories for the day. Wes, gadzooks, there's a second whistleblower, Wes. What, you going to tell us about it?
Another one.
Crazy.
Then
All right, we'll get into that one.
DJ Khaled?
Yeah.
Another one.
All right, Pat is going to do a what the hell China. Lots of stuff going on in China.
You guys aren't going to like any of it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Do we ever? I mean, it seems like it's always negative.
Fucking China, bro.
And then Mark and I will take us through a news buffet of other headlines, get us going with that second whistleblower, Wes.
Yeah. All right, we got a little impeachment update for you. Still don't know who the first whistleblower is. And now we've got another anonymous whistleblower on our hands. And I can't imagine anything more infuriating than multiple people just out there soiling your name, potentially fucking up your entire world, presidency, and nation, and not knowing who the fuck they are.
This is like Wes's 7th grade all over again.
Yeah.
Is it the whistleblower fucking your name?
Who said I was gay?
Someone wrote gay on my notebook. I want to know who it was.
That fucking White House must be like the cabin in the Hateful Eight at this point. No one can be trusted.
Oh, if I was Trump right now, I'd be assuming everybody was out to get me.
Yeah.
I'd be staring daggers at everybody in the hallway.
I think he has been for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not much of an assumption when you have proof.
People have been fucking spreading his news for a long time. So we have another one, and that's all we know. That's it. We don't know who the fucking first one is. We don't know who the second one is. The Dems are literally about to...
Well, that's how the whistleblowing rules are supposed to work, right?
Well, I guess. I mean, until they testify.
Well,
do we get
why
to know
doesn't
then?
this coward show his face?
Exactly.
I mean, no, because it's like an anonymous complaint, right? That's
Right.
like that's the process. They filled out like a form.
Try to keep their identity
I
private.
could be a fucking whistleblower. Let's just put it that way. The Dems are literally about to try to impeach the president, and we have no fucking clue whether or not these people are credible, real, whether they heard this shit directly or through hearsay. And frankly, it's Sunday. I'm hungover, and I care even less about this whole Ukraine gate bullshit than I ever have. It's not enough to impeach a fucking president, in my opinion. I get the past. It's bullshit. It's stopping progress. Unemployment is at an all-time low for like 50 years. The economy is strong. How about you just sit back and look at their tax returns and be thankful, you bunch of fucking Nancy's.
Are you mad? Is it that you're mad at the process? Because
No,
what you just said is we don't know anything because they're about to do an impeachment inquiry.
And I don't want to know anything.
No, I don't want to know anything. I think it's stupid.
I'm blissfully ignorant. That's what he's saying.
We got to find out what happened.
Right.
Sure, I agree. We need to find out what happened. We need to find out everything. If there's dirt on anyone, I want to fucking know it.
So that's exactly what's happening, though. You can't be mad at the process.
But I don't think it's enough to impeach a fucking
Right.
president.
Well, no one knows
that's
that
the
yet.
point.
No,
Okay.
that's the
You
point of
don't
the
know what he-
process.
you don't know what he said.
There's no
That's it.
articles.
There's no articles. Not yet. No.
Well,
No
they
articles
released
yet.
the transcript, right?
Yeah,
so
I read the
I guess if you're going by the
It wasn't
transcript,
the full phone
you,
call. It was like 8 minutes of the 30-minute phone call. The whole transcript wasn't revealed.
I didn't see anything about withholding military aid.
You didn't see the full transcript.
Russia was bullshit. The Dems look like morons. Now they're just grasping for anything. Oh, the phone call. Fuck you, Anderson Cooper. And now we have some former Trump...
friend of the show, Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, one-time guest of the show
Yeah.
well, yeah.
by accident.
By accident.
Yeah.
He didn't know who the fuck he was. And now we have some former Trump organization executive saying she thinks that Trump will resign before he gets impeached. Give me a fucking
Yeah,
break.
right.
There's no way.
That's bullshit. That's like
Yeah,
the
that's
guy that
crackpot.
said that Warren was fucking a 24-year-old. That's absolutely of no merit. Don't believe her whatsoever.
He ain't going nowhere.
No,
sorry
that's
to
ridiculous.
break it to everybody who thinks that's going to happen.
He's not going anywhere.
Trump is.
He's going to resign.
Even if he gets
Yeah, no.
removed from office, they're gonna have to take him on fucking handcuffs. There's
Right.
no way he's leaving.
He
office.
wants to see the quote-unquote second Civil War. He wants to see
You
what
think-
his power.
know about
he,
that.
his so egotistical. I don't think he wants a lot of people to die, but he wants to see chaos.
He wants to
He's
know.
the first sitting president ever who wants to preside over a civil war, Mark.
No.
That's the
Not-
situation.
No, I'm saying in his terms, he wants to see he's like the Joker, where if he gets removed from some things that he thinks was not fair,
I get what
he
you're
wants the society to collapse.
It's like that girl you
people
knew in
like
high
Oh,
school.
like
Bricks from
everybody's going down with
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
yeah.
everyone's
wants
going down with
his
me.
boys to come to his
He's
aid.
like,
Correct.
He's like that girl that feigns sick.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She wants you to. She wants to know how concerned you are about her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick again.
Right.
Again. Is it my liver? Is it my kidneys? I'll never go to the doctor to find out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But I'm
so-
sick.
He's riding this one out.
Yeah, he may get impeached by the House, but he will not get removed from office by the Senate for a fucking phone call.
McConnell is doing like fundraisers right now. Like this weekend, he went and did a fundraiser where he was fundraising on the premise that he will not let them remove Trump from office no matter what.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't
so
really go against
you
the
have
law,
that
I guess,
going on. That's the
man.
guy who's going to oversee the removal from office trials.
Yeah, he's the head of the Senate, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I do want to see that trial, though. I mean, I don't because I don't want fucked up shit to happen in our country, but I do want to see that trial.
Yeah, let's just tie everything up with a fucking trial and not make no more progress.
Think about the news.
Well, little fun historical fact: how many presidents have been impeached?
2.
3.
Jackson,
How many presidents have been removed from office?
Well, I think
None removed.
The only one is
0.
Nixon, who resigned before he would have got.
He wasn't
removed.
Only
impeached.
person.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't impeached.
He
He
was going
resigned.
to be impeached.
It's different. So all presidents, including Clinton, who have been impeached, have not been removed from office.
Yeah, impeachment's like mouth herpes. Not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think the
Just
Dems,
once during the winter.
Right.
You gotta
just
take a couple days off.
they want to tarnish his name in the history books. They're also fucking over Joe Biden. That's it. I'm sick of it. Without this shit, CNN would tank. The Washington Post would tank. That's it.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man?
Wes, you need to submit some of these samples to like Trump's speechwriting team.
Yeah.
I'm a little hungover, punchy today.
Oh, yeah?
So even on predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20, they are giving away free money. That's how strong the economy is, folks. Just a free $20 when you sign up. The odds on Predicted have skyrocketed that President Trump will be impeached in 2019. The market closed on September 17th at 9 cents yes, and it's now, I think, at 52 cents as of the time of this recording, whether he will or not. So 50-50, basically.
That's for 2019.
That's
2019.
this year.
Yeah, that's this
For
year.
first term,
Which
it's
is
like
not
way
smart
higher.
money. 2019 is not smart money. In my
First
opinion.
term's a
Wes
smart
and I
money.
bet
for sure.
no, and we told you guys to bet no on that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
First term, smart money, yes on impeachment.
Yeah.
2019, no.
It's October 7th. By the way, happy birthday, Mom. Hope you've stopped listening to the show at this point. We don't even know the names of the whistleblowers. The process is going to take a little while. In my opinion, your smart money is on the no in 2019. Just to give you an example, Clinton's impeachment was initiated on October 8th, and he was finally impeached by the House on December 19th, but they fucking had like a wet cigar.
Right, they had like a smoking gun cigar.
Right.
A stinky cigar.
Exactly.
So they would have to start impeachment proceedings like now.
Right. They don't
to
even.
get it done.
They have no articles.
Wes wants the names.
I want to see their.
coward
I want to see their fucking faces. But I think this one may take a little longer. Remember, bet with your head, not your emotions. If you're out there wishing he gets impeached and betting yes, that's not smart. Look what happened with Russia and the Mueller investigation. Also, the odds for the Senate to convict Trump in his first term, not just 2019, his first term, are at 16 cents yes and 84 cents no. So you think the Dems may want to drag out this House impeachment bullshit into election season, maybe? Bet no for 2019 because a Senate stopping is not what they want before an election, especially with old beer drinking, golden retriever pandering Liz Warren as their front runner.
Okay.
I agree.
What's that URL one more time?
Predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20. Get your free $20 and make some money.
Totally legal, baby.
Totally legal.
You know, Wes, in that segment, I'm very proud of you. I know you probably wanted to say cuck about 7 times, so good job holding back.
No snowflake or cup.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you.
Impressive.
Very, very well
I
done.
wanted to sound intelligent.
We're going on the internet on this one or what?
Yeah. Going to the internet, AM Blades says, "We the people don't give a damn how many smoke blowers you trout out. You'll all be in jail. Scream a little louder. We need a good laugh."
So that was a
You'll all be in jail.
confusingly bipartisan comment,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
What?
All right,
No,
guys.
I didn't find it.
What the hell, China? That creepy secret-sealing country that is China has been breeding pigs the size of polar bears at a farm in its deep southern region.
Yes.
Yeah. How big a pig, you ask? 1,100 pounds. So for context, guys, adult polar bears weigh around 990, and an adult male tiger is about 670 pounds. Jesus.
It's like the size of a Mazda 3.
Yeah, huge fucking pigs.
Car.
Yeah, it's your first car, starter car. Why the hell are they doing this? Obviously, other than the answer that they're weird as fuck. Well,
They love pork.
They love
Right.
pork, and there's a pork
Love
shortage
pork.
that's been sweeping across the country
So there
because
you go,
of
giant pigs.
the African swine fever, which I can only assume is a clever attempt by Africa to keep China in check, as they've essentially purchased the entire continent of Africa. A little, don't get too big for your britches. We got flus, if you know what I mean.
Ingenious strategy by Africa.
Yeah. So the Chinese government, guys, has really been putting a lot of pressure on pig farmers to get pigs bigger and faster and smarter. That's my assumption. Breeding gigantic pigs has deeper consequences than you might think, though, guys, as researchers recently observed a family of pigs using tools for the first time since the existence of pigs.
No.
Yeah, these fuckers are now
cell
using
phones?
sticks to dig holes.
The pigs are digging their own holes?
Cell phones are next. I'm not sure, guys, but maybe you've seen Jurassic Park. It's not going to be long before these pigs can open doors. So
Slippery slope,
yeah,
for sure.
Thanks a lot, China. We already have fucking robots to worry about. Now gigantic Chinese pigs that could eventually open doors and excel at math and science way better than American pigs.
Yeah, this is just one more thing to be worried about.
It's not okay.
I'd pay to see like a 1,100-pound pig using a stick to dig a hole.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. I think we should get them bigger.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Why
Elephant-sized
stop
pigs.
At 1,100, yeah.
Why
Yeah,
stop
that
there?
would be something to see. If
Yeah.
a pig was like the size of a 2-story house,
Like the
Now we're
pig's
talking.
pig's so big that it like collapses out of its own and dies spontaneously out of its size.
We don't want that. We want to go right
I
to
don't
the
know.
brink. We want to go right to the brink.
Okay.
We want it to be able to walk around a little bit.
Well, you can use that as a measuring stick. Like
Yeah.
a 5,000-pound pig. That'd be pretty cool.
Quite a luau.
Yeah.
So delicious. In other Chinese news, Hong Kong protests ramped up big time over the weekend, and things got a little messy as a taxi driver mowed down a group of protesters, and a man was beaten bloody by the mob.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the marches this weekend were to voice opposition against a recent ban that prevents protesters from wearing masks at public gatherings, which, outside of protesting, it's just generally a big thing to ask Asian people to not wear masks.
Right.
This is from what I've learned being at airports. They love them.
Yes.
Yeah. Outside of protecting themselves from invisible germs that only people from Asia can see, protesters are wearing masks to protect both their identities and themselves from tear gas. It was unclear what the motivation of the taxi driver was and if the driver was an actor on behalf of Carrie Lam's government at all. But if he was sent by the government, what was the point? To let protesters know that taxi drivers are loose cannons capable of murder? I mean, everyone knows that.
They need to stop protesting, like we said. This is for their own safety. Obviously, we're on the side of the Hong Kong protesters. We're looking out for their own safety. Suggesting they stop protesting is for their own safety because they're going to get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
it's just
too
more
many
about being
Chinese.
right. It's more about being realistic. Like this, China has a president for life. They're not going to be soft with like dealing with protesters and shit. They're going to call in the polar bear pigs pretty soon.
That's what I'm saying. The pigs are next. Now, it went from the cannons now to like the taxis, to like the violence, then the guns, and then the fucking giant pigs are coming for you guys.
Don't think you could just shut a door on a pig. They can open doors.
They need to just probably stop protesting.
Yeah, they're protesting an extradition provision potentially that will make Hong Kong part of.
And for anyone out there that's, we need to give them support. Unless you're flying over to Hong Kong and fighting for them, shut the fuck up because they should probably stop protesting.
They already withdrew.
Also,
the
we got a
biggest thing.
trade war to deal with China on right now.
Let's talk about
and-
the trade war. So Trump is in the pressure cooker right now to knock out some trade talks with China before the next escalator in the China trade war is set to kick again on October 15th. So U.S. and Chinese officials are set to resume talks on October 10. So if you know anything about the speed of the government, they're definitely going to get somewhere before the 15th when tariffs move from 25 to 30%.
You're being sarcastic.
I am, in fact. So
Yeah,
that's,
but what they can do, like the way Trump's been doing this, is he just delays the tariff raises. Like he can do that in any moment. So like,
That's true.
If it's a good conversation, he'll just delay him again.
Yeah, he says we have a great conversation, delayed them.
just kind of a
Delayed,
short runway there for 4 days. But anyway, to make things less likely that anything's going to be resolved, the U.S. and the EU are meeting on October 14th in that fucking window to settle a 15-year-old dispute over aerospace subsidies.
The fuck's that mean?
What? Yeah, long story short, guys, Trump is set to impose tariffs on EU exports beginning October 18th on up to $7.5 billion in European goods. And I guess to kind of draw attention to it, he's going to start with wine and liquor.
Oh, come on.
Let's take it to the internet, y'all.
Good.
You need to be drinking American anyways.
That's very true, Will, but what about Boddingtons?
Yeah. Or Guinness.
The once a year beer, Boddingtons.
Yeah, I love Guinness, but I'll drink Bud Lights to
What the
support
fuck are we going to do on
America.
St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know.
I'll drink green Bud Lights.
I think we're going to get drunk just the same. Ruth Cunliffe, who isn't in the loop on which Eastern religion is which, says, if there is reincarnation, I hope they come back as those pigs. So that's Buddhism, Ruth, not Shintoism. And then Lindy Holmes, who's never Googled Tyson plus chicken plus plant.
Just big and delicious.
Lindy has never Googled Tyson chicken plant in the same search, says, you need to be stopped. You can't just leave nature's work without mutilating it, abusing it, murdering it, or violating it. How about just try to enjoy things in their natural form, free and happy?
Oh, wait, did you say 1,100 pounds? That's pretty fucking cool.
That's fucking
Never
awesome.
mind, I'd love to see it digging with the stick.
Ramp it up to 2,000.
Give me a break.
That's what we all want to see, Lindy.
Everyone wants to see giant pigs. Get the fuck out of here.
I want to see.
Liars.
I want to eat a giant pig.
Okay, guys, let's take it over to the news buffet. Can't speak. This is a sad and bizarre one to lead off the news buffet with. Star witness in the Amber Guyger, the ex-Dallas cop who murdered her neighbor case, was shot and killed over the weekend. That's right. 28-year-old Joshua Brown was shot and killed outside his current Dallas apartment complex on Friday night, which was only a few miles away from the complex he lived in, along with Amber Guyger and Botham Jean, who Guyger shot in his apartment after she walked into the apartment thinking it was hers. This all makes me want to pass on any of my buddies when they're like, oh, you can stay in my Dallas apartment complex. I have a guest room. No, thanks.
Totally safe.
Yeah.
This conspiracy theory, Wes?
What? I have no idea. I don't think it's retaliation by the cops. I have no fucking. I
mean, you have to assume it's retaliation of some sort. You don't know where the source is from.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a coincidence that this guy was shot this soon to the
3 days after.
Yeah.
Right, it's targeted. Yeah,
it was 3 days after the. So preliminary investigation shows that Brown was shot in the back and thigh. A government official said on condition of anonymity, anonymity.
Anonymity.
Got it. And several witnesses say they saw a silver four-door sedan speeding out of the parking lot. So like they almost caught the people in the act.
Crown Vic.
Yeah, well, that's the joke.
With blue and red lights.
Crown
on
Vics
top.
aren't really used anymore by cops, but that's the joke. The autopsy results have been not been released yet. No suspects have been arrested. The motive remains unknown. But as we said, this happened 3 days after the public testifying.
Yeah, I
of a
mean,
murder
fuck whoever
trial.
did this.
It could be anyone. It's not. We're not saying it's the cops. It could be someone that just was like looking for this fucking guy and found him on the news because he was on the news. It could be basically anyone. But it seems a little fishy with the timing.
Well,
Well, hopefully they're brought to justice.
Yes.
Whoever it is.
That's it.
All right.
Weird.
Taking it back over to California again this week, where we missed a story last month, but having found out about it, hanging out with my sister, who is a Californian today, I feel like we need to cover this one. The day was Friday, September the 13th. It was the last day of California's legislative session, and 43-year-old protester named Becky, full name Rebecca Lee Dalio, traveled to Sacramento
With the
on
good
that
hair?
day.
Becky with the good hair.
I don't know that.
She's
Is
white. Yeah, it's a Beyonce reference. Yes, she's white. Yes, Becky with the good hair. Continue, Will.
All right. So she traveled to Sacramento on that day to give the California Senate a little piece of her mind about the vaccine mandate the state passed during the legislative session. How'd she protest, you may be asking?
How'd she do it?
Well, Becky was menstruating at the time, so naturally,
Okay. Just her body was protesting.
she pulled out her period cup. You know, the cup of period blood?
Diva cup.
Instead of tampons, some girls use cups.
What? Is that real?
It's a diva cup.
Yeah, it's real.
People use cups?
When was the last time you dated a woman?
Yeah.
They have all used tampons like normal people.
Well, some of them use the cup. Anyways, she yanked that thing out, and that sucker was full of blood.
Chock
and
full.
She tossed it from the grandstands onto a table where 6 senators were sitting, and when she tossed it, she yelled, "That's for the dead babies!"
Oh shit! She diva cup bombed him.
Literal.
Yeah,
And then had an awesome Schwarzenegger line.
Yeah. And so
That's
the
for the
cup
dead
of period
babies.
blood, yeah, the cup of period blood splashed all over the senator's documents and clothes, and the incident required a quick recess to clean the room.
Yeah.
This woman needs to be executed.
I would have given him a few minutes.
Execution. I'm sorry. I'm all about protesting, but execute this woman.
Yeah, this is the most crazy protest of all time. During the recess, Becky could be found being arrested in the hallway while still continuing to yell, quote, "The blood is on their hands."
Literally.
Yeah, referring she was literally holding up her bloody period hands to the camera. Referring to the babies that will die because of having to be vaccinated, I guess. She's also against abortions. Oh, God. So people can't really tell if she's protesting the vaccine or the abortions, but boy, is California the wrong state to live in if you hate those two
She's
things.
protesting sanity.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Yes.
She's lost the bad protest's over.
It's a
The
bridge
battle's
too far,
sanity.
Becky.
Yeah.
I take-
Anyways, Becky's father commented, quote, "Becky has always been outspoken, and she was always one to express her opinion," unquote. So he's totally unfazed that his daughter is coating politicians in her own period blood, and it sounds like a chill family. Also sounds like this is not the first time Becky has expressed her opinion in this way.
No, Becky's a heavy flow girl.
She's a shit thrower back in her day.
I do want to say this is like when you get into jail and you don't want to get bitched, you walk up to the biggest guy in the yard and you punch him in the face. No one's fucking with Becky after this. No.
Her dad's
Nobody fucked with Becky before
No,
this.
I'm just
I
saying,
don't-
but now
no
definitely.
one ever. Yeah, her dad's like, she used to leave hieroglyphics in period blood when she was angry as a youth.
She painted it all over my walls.
All over the walls.
Stand over my bed at night.
And with people like Becky running around in this world, tossing cups of period blood on people willy-nilly, you really don't know what's going to happen next at any time, and that's why you need life insurance. Where's the best place to get life insurance? PolicyGenius.com. PolicyGenius is the easy way to shop for life insurance online. In minutes, you can compare quotes from top insurers to find your best price, and Policy Genius doesn't just make it life insurance easy. They can also help you find the right home insurance, auto insurance, and disability insurance. So this October, take the spookiness and scariness out of buying life insurance with Policy Genius. Go to policygenius.com, get quotes, and apply in minutes. You can do the whole thing on your phone right now. Policy Genius, the easy way to compare and buy life insurance.
Yeah, you know who else needs life insurance? Everyone in Hong Kong if they keep protesting.
Get back to your story, Mark.
All right. Well, it happened again, guys. Man's best friend took matters into their own hands and shot another human.
I fucking knew it.
Also, if you own a dog, you might want life insurance. We've covered a few of these dog shooting human stories, as we are always on the lookout for new trends and epidemics that we need to warn the public about. In the past, through no detective work other than reading the story and using our cynical brains, we've deduced that some of these stories are actually humans accidentally shooting other humans, Dick Cheney style on a hunting trip, and then blaming their dogs because dogs can't be charged with gun crimes yet.
Yeah,
No,
not
you don't
yet.
say.
Yeah. So the old classic, the dog shot my ex-wife. This story, however, is
The
not.
dog thought she was a bitch, too.
Yeah, the dog caught that cheating whore and shot her.
The dog read the divorce proceedings
This
and
story, however, is not particularly hard to figure out, and you will see why in just a minute. 44-year-old Tina Springer was in the passenger seat of 79-year-old driver Brent Parks' car when his Labrador jumped onto the folding console in the back seat, causing Brent's .22 caliber gun to go off and conveniently strike Springer in the thigh. Now, here's all you need to know about Tina Springer. She is the caretaker for Brent Parks. So this is a classic case of the dog getting jealous of her spending too much time with its owner. It's kind of a sweet story if you ask me.
it is sweet.
Yeah.
He's
The
like, dog's love.
He's like, fuck her.
Yeah.
Look at her in the front seat where I should be.
So loyal.
Just shot his ass. Shot her ass. Springer was taken to a local hospital in Nash, Oklahoma, where the attempted murder took place, and she is going to be fine. And now she has some important
22 in the
information.
thigh. She's okay.
Yeah, but she now has some important information she needs to consider for her own safety when she's around that dog and Brent.
You gotta change jobs.
It was
Yeah.
a warning shot.
Yeah, it was a warning shot.
Yeah.
You can't be around that dog
That's
anymore.
right.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap up this day with a little mini soft corner over in Smithfield Township, Pennsylvania. So, don't know where that is. Mark, Pat, you guys.
I think that's
know
in the
what-
Poconos, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that says township, I know to ask you two. I don't know.
Township.
Over in Smithfield
What the hell does that
Township.
Yeah, what does that
What does that mean?
Means we're from
You guys know
East Coast.
about New
Simple
Jersey
idiots.
and Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I don't know
we're
anything
stupid.
about it.
Anything with small towns stuff. That's I won't ask you anything about the law, but townships.
It's right outside East Stroudsburg, Will.
Oh, good. I knew you would know.
There you go.
Over in Smithfield Township, PA, a man has been arrested for sexual assault on one of his wife's bridesmaids 2 days before the wedding.
Wow.
Sounds like
Yeah.
maybe he didn't want to get married.
Well, we'll talk about that. That sounds really bad, but it's actually worse than it sounds. Daniel Carney, he was the groom, was partying at the Shawnee Inn with the bridal party 2 days before the wedding. And when one of the bridesmaids passed out from drinking too much, he grabbed her, took her. Well, she was about to pass out. It looks like in the security footage. He grabbed her, took her into a gym locker room, and tried to, or maybe did, rape her in the gym locker room.
This was this was like the weekend of the wedding, and this was
2 days. Yes,
And this
2
was
days prior to the
a
wedding.
bridesmaid that was there for the wedding.
Correct.
Okay.
She'd flown in to be a part of the ceremony.
Yeah.
We can assume this was a Friday wedding. So
She's
this
gonna
must
have some
taken place on
memories from
Wednesday.
that wedding.
Way to go, Daniel.
The only thing that stopped the act was the bride herself walking in to find the act in progress of her to-be husband trying to bang her passed-out friend.
Jesus. Her parents must have been pissed.
He's like, I thought it was you, honey.
Oh man,
Where's
I mean,
Daniel?
No, he admitted to the cops when he was arrested later to sexually assaulting the bridesmaid. But hopefully the bride walked in before he could actually complete the deed. Anyways, the saddest part of this story, the couple still got married.
What?
Yeah, so this soft loser is now legally tied to somebody until death do they part.
That's so fucked up.
Why did she do that?
That
why
is
did, why
so
did she, Why did she
fucked
go
up.
through with that? Why did the family not,
He's
no
a
one
billionaire.
no one objected?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think somebody in any
wedding?
situation, somebody'd stand up for that
Like
one.
everyone objects?
Yeah, I heard something 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Something went down.
Jim Lockers or something? Anyone? Are we all not objecting? Do we agree as a group to not object? Okay.
It's her choice.
Looking around.
Yeah.
Y'all are just
choice.
pretending like this didn't happen.
Are we not objecting?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation there. I don't know how you go through with it. Anyways, that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Make sure to tune into our next debate watch party on Tuesday, October 15th, and maybe the 16th too if they're going to have 2 nights. We're all going to be fresh off a bachelor party in Canada that day.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely want to watch because it's going to be fun to see how pathetic we are in the flesh that day. Also, we've got a Halloween Power Hour, pregame Power Hour live stream from the East Side Tavern in Austin, Texas on October 31st. That's going to be fun. So get ready for your Halloween party by getting hammered with us. Check out our YouTube and Facebook pages for full podcast videos. Follow us at Hard Factor News on Twitter and Instagram if you don't already, and drop us a 5-star review on iTunes if you like the show. And most importantly, have a great fucking day.